What is good, everybody? Welcome to the Rush Xbox Cast Championship Tournament. This is going to be, crowning the first ever Xbox Cast Champion. We got a lot of stacked fights here tonight. We've got, in the first matchup, we got Tim taking on Brian Battlefan. In the second matchup, it's going to be Reggie taking on Bang. In the third fight, we're going to have Mayhem taking on Legacy MMA. And in the fourth and final fight of the first round, it is going to be El Kakui, also known as I'm Him, taking on Human J. And with that being said, we're going to you guys transitioned right in to the first fight. We got these guys lobbied up, and they are good to go whenever they would like. It's going to be Tim taking on Brian Battle. It looks like Tim is going to be going for a wrestler archetype. Brian Battle going for the MMA engine. And it looks like these guys are ready to go now. A bit of a height advantage on the side of Brian Battle, I'm already noticing. That could be something to look out for. Tim choosing a wrestling archetype is very interesting. I know he is playing on Cloud Gaming, so that's another thing to look out for here. And they're going to touch gloves, and we are underway now. Brian Battle starts out with a knee. Tim catches it, looks for a takedown. Battle not having it, though. Nice 1-2 from Battle. Oh, and Tim cracks him there. Beautiful combination from Tim. Tim shoots a double. He's going to be out of range. Battle catching him with a knee. Tim clinches, head whips, and drives him into the cage. He's on his back now. Looks to drag him down, and he's going to. Beautiful work there from Tim. I do want to say that I'm going to be joined by Arlip later in the stream, but for right now, it's going to be just me in the commentary booth. Nice denial there from Tim. Looks for backside, and he's going to get it. A get up here from Brian Battle. Tim looks to jump up on the back, and he's going to. And he gets him into a backpack choke, a rear naked here. Tim with a nice denial. Battle able to race out, though. Beautiful work there. Tim fakes the arm triangle, and he's going to go for it. Battle with the denial, though, and he's going to flip him over. Beautiful work there from Battle, but he's going to try to posture up and get flipped right away from Tim. Beautiful work there. Tim looks for mount. Battle not having it. Battle's been working on his bottom game a lot. Going to be denied there. Tim steps right into mount. He postures. Ran it out some big ground and pound. Battle with nice head movement, though. Able to evade, all the damaging strikes. Tim goes for the arm triangle, and he's got it locked in. This could be dangerous here. Battle looks to fake. Tim bites on it. Tim with a nice denial, though. He's got a huge stamina advantage. He's going to look to lock it in, and he's going to. And that's going to take off about 80% of the bar of Brian Battle. And Tim in mount now. Looks to immediately attack an armbar. Battle not having it, though. Looks for the get up. Going to be denied. Tim goes for an arm triangle. He's got no stamina. Battle tries to race out, and he's going to. Beautiful submission defense there from Battle. Stays patient and pops his head out of the submission. And Tim with a taunt. He's definitely up early on in this fight.
Tim goes for an arm triangle. He's got no stamina.
Apologies there. Few uppercuts get through from Brian Battle. Oh, and he gets a big knockdown there. Probably the biggest moment of the fight early on. Beautiful work there from Brian Battle. And, with that, this is a very, 50-50 round to score now. Tim had the submission, and he took off about 80% of his bar. But with that being said, Brian Battle did, get a big knockdown there at the end of the round. I'd say that I would still have to score it to Tim. As, that was, really the only big moment from Battle. But, nonetheless, a very competitive first round. Bit of a white screen glitch here in between rounds. We should be back underway in a second. I believe that this does, fix out. Yeah, and we are here for the second round. Took a bit. Tim already on top here to start out the second round. Beautiful denial there from Tim. Battle looks to get up. Tim counters it with the guillotine there. He's going to look to lock it on. And he's going to get it. Beautiful work there from Tim. Able to secure the second round submission. And he's going to be moving in to the next round of the tournament. Just a beautiful performance there from Tim. And we will be back up with the next fight momentarily. It looks like we are getting these next guys lobbied up, and we will have that fight to you as soon as possible. All right, these next guys are lobbied up, and they're good to go whenever. We got a former FFC champion taking on a former RFC champion, and Bang taking on Reggie. So this is a very, very interesting matchup here. I just gave them to good to go on the fight channel. All right, and they're good to go whenever. All right, apologies, I am back, and we are here for the second fight of the night. We got Bang, and we got Reggie. Reggie in the red corner, Bang in the blue. Reggie on the back, possibly looking for a drag down here. Bang looks to get up. Reggie not having it. Beautiful denial there. Bang trying to, eat closer to the cage to get that cage get up. Reggie wise to it, though, and he's going to take backside. And a drag down from Reggie again. He's on the back. Gets a nice denial. Reggie known for his high-level grappling, so no surprise that he's using the top game early on here. And he's using it very effectively. Bang bucks into half guard. Reggie beating up the body here from Sprawl. He moves right into backside effortlessly. But Bang with a beautiful get up there. Oh, and Reggie just ragdolls him. A beautiful takedown there. Bang recovers backside though. Beautiful work. He gets greedy with the transition and it pays off for him. And he's going to stand up and give him a little taunt. About midway through the second round now. Bang with a nice ducking hook there. Body kick gets there for Bang. Bang dumps him down. Gonna let him stand back up though. Bang, you know, not wanting to go into the guard of Reggie. Probably a smart decision there. Bang developing a bit of a stamina advantage as well. Takedown there from Reggie, from Bang, sorry, gonna be denied. Beautiful takedown defense there from Reggie. He's got him against the cage, landing some nice knees. Looks for a hip toss. Bang not having it though. Ten seconds left in the round now. Teep kick there. And another teep to end of the round. This one to the head though. Pretty even first round. Very, very back and forth. You know, a very, very hard first round to score there. See, they're showing highlights from either side. And we are underway with the second round. No glove touch. Bang goes down low to start off the round. Body teep going to be caught there. Reggie driving him towards the cage. Looks for the takedown. And he's going to secure it. A beautiful suplex there right on the Toyo Tires logo. Bang able to get right to the feet though. Beautiful work there. And he's going to give him a little taunt. Nice duck and uppercut there from him as well. Reggie with beautiful takedown defense there. Beautiful takedown from Reggie. This is right where he wants to be, is on top. You know, this is where he did a lot of his work in his title run over in FFC. Gets a nice denial there. He's going to posture up. And Bang just, you know, rolls over into side control. Reggie does a beautiful job of moving into backside, not allowing the cage to get up there. And he gets a nice denial as Bang tried to stand up. He looks for back mount. Bang not having it though. Bang looks for backside. Reggie going to roll with it. Beautiful work. And he's got side control now. About midway through the second round right here. Nice defense there from Reggie on top. Landed some nice shots to the body here as well. Bang looks to stand. Reggie not having it. Gonna look for a guillotine. He's got a big stamina advantage. This could be interesting here. Bang looks to pop his head out. Reggie denies it. He's going to look to lock it in. And he's going to. And that's going to be about 90% of the bar of Bang. Reggie goes for the arm triangle. He's going to have it locked in. This could be interesting here. He goes right for it. And he's going to secure it. And a beautiful submission victory there from Reggie. Just textbook grappling. And he's going to be advancing on to the second round. And he will be taking on Tim in a rematch. You know, they fought over for the Regs Championship in FFC a while back, so that'll be an interesting one here. And up next, we're going to have Legacy, and we're going to have Mayhem, and we will get that to you as soon as possible. All right, and we've got the next fight lobbied up, and these guys are good to go whenever. We got Mayhem, and we've got Legacy, and this should be a very interesting one. I know there's beef between these two, so they this should be a very very competitive fight. And these guys are readied up here, and we are getting into the third fight of the night now. Leg kick there from Mayhem early on. Legacy counters with a knee stomp. 4 minutes left in this first round, and these guys are getting at it early on. Legacy with a nice knee to the body there, and a nice teep kick as well. 1-2 head kick gonna land on the block. Nice knee to the body there. Legacy knocks him off his feet with a leg kick there, as Mayhem looked for the flying knee. A nice push kick there from Mayhem. Mayhem, a former champion over in RFC. Legacy, a former title challenger over there as well. Legacy, a former champion on the reg side of the Rush scene. So this is a very high level matchup again. Two guys that have championship experience. Nice knee to the body from Legacy is once again. He's been using that weapon very effectively so far. Looks for the knee stomp, going to be out of range. Catches the teep kick there. He drives him over to the cage. And Legacy with a beautiful suplex right on the Prime logo. Just great work there from Legacy. Cage get up there. Beautiful cage awareness from Mayhem. Legacy's got the back, landing some nice knees to the leg there. Those add up. Legacy clinches, head whips, and he drives him over to the cage. It's on the back. Landing some more of these nice knees to the thigh. Those are going to add up if he keeps landing them. And he gets a nice drag down there. Beautiful work from Legacy. Staying persistent with the grappling here. Legacy looks for mount. Mayhem not allowing it. Legacy building up GA here on the back. This is great work from Legacy. Mayhem with a denial. And he's going to go into full guard. Beautiful work there from Mayhem. And that is going to end out the first round, it looks like. Beautiful body kick there by Legacy at the end. And, a very, very competitive first round. I'd have to score that one to Legacy, though. As he did more damage. The more damaging shots, I would have to say, got through for Legacy. And he had a lot of control time there as well. Yeah, and it looks like all the stats are going to go in the side of Legacy. Beautiful work there from him. Touch gloves, and we are underway for round 2 here. Legacy with a body kick going to be caught there. Goes for a spinning back fist, going to be slightly out of range though. Nice body kick there, gets through for Mayhem. And an elbow going to land on the block. Beautiful body kick there. Gets through for Legacy. Goes for another one. Mayhem wise to it, though. He's going to catch it. And, he just lets the leg go. Nice uppercut gets through there for Mayhem. Legacy's got a very nice stamina advantage built up here in the second round. Ooh, and a beautiful stabbing body kick gets through there once again for Legacy. He's used that weapon very well. Goes for another. Mayhem gonna catch it, though. Counters with a punch. Now a rear body kick gets through for Mayhem. Knee stomp for Legacy. He's known for using that weapon very, very effectively. Goes for another. Mayhem gonna be wise to it. Another one. Mayhem defends once again. Beautiful 1-2-3 there gets through for Legacy. Out of range with the body kick to follow. The nose of Legacy is broken open here. Midway through the second round. That's something to look out for. The stamina is going to start depleting much faster now. Teep kick there for Legacy. Beautiful spinning elbow there. Shades to John Jones for Mayhem. Catches another teep kick. Mayhem looking very defensively sound here in the second round. Not letting very much get through at all. Mayhem knocks him off the feet. Lands some nice knees to the body here. Nice knee stomp gets through for Legacy. Rear body kick going to be slightly out of range. Mayhem looking much, much better here in the second round. He did drop the first, but he's rebounded very, very well. And it looks like he's, going to be up right now in the end of the second round. Legacy needs to do something to take the round back. Mayhem looks for a turning single. Legacy wise to it, though. Beautiful takedown defense. Able to stay on the feet. Slightly out of range there with the body kick. Looks for a knee stomp. Mayhem wise to it. Legacy gets through a beautiful rear body kick once again. Followed by an axe kick from Mayhem, however. Head kick lands on the block there from Legacy. Beautiful push kick to the body there from Legacy. Another one going to be slightly out of range, though. And another. That one falls right on the body. Legacy looks for that inside knee. Going to be defended, though, from Mayhem. And just a turning double leg to end off the round. And more than likely secure that for the corner of Mayhem. I'd have to say it's 1-1 going into the stools for this third round. Yeah, and looking at the stats, Mayhem took every stat that round. First round, Legacy took all of them. So it's more than likely going to come down to this third round. Legacy's got a bit of a stamina advantage, but, his nose is broken. So this is a very competitive fight, anybody's fight. And they touch gloves for the start of round 3. These guys were, I know, not very fond of each other going into the fight. Possibly gained a bit of respect from each other here throughout this one. Legacy with a nice teep to the body there. Beautiful knee stomp for him as well. And another oblique kick from Legacy. He's used that weapon extremely well here tonight. He looks for a double leg. Mayhem going to defend it, though. Looks for backside. Going to be denied. Mayhem postures, and he's just going to stand right up. Another knee stomp from Legacy. And another makes Mayhem switch stances. Legacy switch stances. Looks for another leg kick. Going to be checked, though, from Mayhem. Legacy's been beating up the legs very, very well here tonight. With that being said, though, Mayhem's leg health is still very surprisingly high. Another knee stomp for Legacy. Mayhem reopens up the cut on the nose there with that flying knee that landed right on the block. Legacy out of range with the body kick. Very even, third round so far. Legacy with a beautiful head kick there gets through. The body health of Mayhem is looking very significantly low here, as is the head health of Legacy, though. Another knee stomp out of range there. Beautiful defense for Mayhem. Another one out of range. And Mayhem follows it up with a beautiful side kick there to the body. Legacy looks for a teep kick. Going to land on the block. Nice slip hook gets through. Looks for another double. He tries to turn it. Mayhem going to defend it, though. Beautiful defense there for Mayhem. And with 2 minutes left in this fight, I would have to say that Mayhem is more than likely up right now in this third round. Legacy's going to need to put something together here late in this third. Looks for another teep kick. Going to be caught though from Mayhem. Mayhem gets through with some beautiful shots up the middle. Leg kick check there from Legacy. And, you know, his leg is going to be, you know, hurt from that one. A few teeps to the body there from Legacy. He needs to land something big here in this last minute, I would have to say. Mayhem is just peppering the nose of Legacy here in this third round. He's done a very good job of working on that cut. He's got the kick caught. He tries to dump him down. Not going to allow it, though, is Legacy. I do believe that for the rest of the stream after this one, we're going to have Arlip joining us in the booth. So we're going to take a quick intermission after this one. We got 6 seconds left. Let's see if we get, you know, any big moments in a flying knee to end out the fight. And that is more than likely going to secure it for the corner of Mayhem. A beautiful end to the round there for him. And end to the fight in general. And we'll have to see what the judges think about that one. Very, very back and forth fight. I would have to score that one, you know, probably 2-1 Mayhem. Legacy had a very, very strong start, but Mayhem was able to rebound well in the second and third round. And more than likely was able to pull that one out. As I said, though, we'll have to see what the judges think. Mayhem looks pretty confident here. And Legacy, you know, on the other hand, does not. He looks quite defeated, actually. We'll have to see, though, what the judges think. No sound here. And they are going to raise the hand of Mayhem. I'd have to assume that he takes that one 29-28. Great performance from both men, though. You know, very, very back and forth fight. So, you know, not an embarrassing performance on either end at all. Legacy was able to hang in there the entire fight. But with that being said, Mayhem is going to be advancing to the semifinals. And we'll be back in the booth. I will have Arlip joining us for the next one. I do want to say up next we were supposed to have I'm Him and we were supposed to have JC. However, I'm Him is going to be moving along in the tournament as, you know, we were not able to find him a replacement in time. So he's going to be taking on Mayhem in the semifinals. But in our first of the 2 semifinals matchups, we are going to have the winner of the first matchup, Tim, taking on the winner of the second matchup in Reggie. And we're going to get those guys lobbied up and we'll get a stream link posted as soon as possible. All right, it looks like Reggie sent out the invite, and Tim has joined, and we are bringing at you the first of our semifinals matchups. It's going to be Tim taking on Reggie. It's a rematch, as I said earlier, from the FFC Regs Championship. Tim ended up taking that one the last time, so, you know, we'll see what we have here. Tim with a very interesting tattoo on the chest. Looks like he added that in between fights. He's got a "fuck Reggie" tattoo, and these guys are good to go whenever.
Tim wants to make a statement for sure.
Yeah, 100%. And these guys are readied up. And we are ready to bring at you the fourth fight of the night. Sadly, the last matchup of the first round ended up not taking place, so I'm Him will be being moved along the tournament. He'll be taking on Mayhem, and then the second of our semifinals matchups. But right now, we've got a banger for you guys.
The Toby Runes cast, or am I tripping?
No, that's not the Toby Runes calf. He's on his Cloud Gaming right now. This is not his PlayStation.
Oh yeah, I forgot. My bad, because I know you made that cat. And Reggie's looks kind of similar to it.
Reggie jumps into mount there. Beautiful work from Reggie. Tim looks for a heel hook. Gonna be denied though. Good work there.
Oh, yeah, he stunned him with that ground and pound. Tim needs to get back up.
Yeah, this is, very, very good work early on here from Reggie. He's been known to have very high-level grappling in the past, and he's shown it off here tonight.
He definitely wants his revenge on Tim for taking that championship from him. And he's showing it tonight.
Yeah, 100%. Tim, in his debut in FFC, took Reggie's championship, and Reggie is showing that he does not like that here early on in this fight, as he's doing very, very good work out of the mount.
Tim needs to find a way to get back up to his feet because Tim is a top 100 in the world striker. That's where he's at his best for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
If I'm not mistaken, he is ranked 50 on standing day now. We'll check for you guys.
No, that's old news. He was ranked at the beginning of the season.
Good work off of his back. Tim is not in nearly as bad of a position anymore, but you still don't want to sit here.
Yeah, Tim is known to have very, very good bottom game, but, Reggie's not a guy that you want on top of you at all at any point in the fight.
I mean, I wouldn't want to fight Reggie. I'm just saying. Oh, here we go. More grind and pound.
Yeah, and this is beautiful work on top from Reggie. Oh, and he gets another big stun. Reggie postures. Tim posts the first two hooks. Beautiful defense there from Tim, and he's going to use the head movement there. Oh, but he's going to be stunned again on the last punch. Beautiful work from Reggie.
Wow, man. Reggie dominated that first round. Dominating it, bro.
Yeah, Reggie is,
up. Khabib versus McGregor.
Oh, and Reggie able to put him out here possibly. Tim going to defend the last strike, though. Able to hang in.
Tim is barely hanging on.
This is a beautiful start, though, from Reggie, over the former FFC champion and Tim, the first ever double champion in FFC. Oh, and Reggie with another big stun. And Reggie looking to put him out, and he's going to. And Reggie is going to advance to the finals. Reggie said that he's not played the game in 2 months leading up to this tournament. And oh boy, does he look in prime form still. Beautiful performances in the first 2 rounds from Reggie as he's able to take out Tim and really just dismantle him.
That was beautiful to watch, man. Reggie got his payback for sure.
Yeah, 100%. And we are going to get this next fight, lobbied up and brought to you as soon as possible here. I apologize. We were just getting these next guys lobbied up and ready to go. Mayhem just answered my DM, so these guys should be ready. All right, and we've got the other semifinal matchup lobbied up, and I'm gonna go ahead and give these guys the good to go. I apologize for the technical difficulties. I'm gonna give them the good to go in the fight channel, and they should be lobbying up now. We are just waiting for these guys to ready up here. You know, it looks like I'm him is ready to go. We're just waiting on the side of Mayhem.
Mayhem could be AFK or doing something right now, which is not good.
Yeah, but with that being said, what are your thoughts on this matchup here, Arlip?
Well, no disrespect to what's his name, Scarface. You said.
I'm him.
No, not sorry.
I'm him versus Mayhem is the matchup.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was Scarface. My brain's
Nah.
not working, man. I don't know much about I'm him, but it's going to be very interesting. This is my first time ever seeing him fight. I've seen Mayhem's fights before.
He's a member of the CKB camp, you know, that's got members like Zach Ugon, members like AK, and you know, that very high level camp.
About.
Yeah, 100%. And Mayhem is going to be in the red corner, and I'm him is going to be in the blue. We've got ourselves a very high level matchup here. I'm him's opponent sadly did not show up in the first round, so you know this is his first fight of the night.
Am I tripping, or is the top bar a little bit faded?
Yeah, that's they turned the opacity down on their HUD. A beautiful takedown there though, nonetheless from I'm him. Beautiful work there.
Side control is already a great position to have.
Yeah, it's one of the better positions in the game.
Got subs open from there, ground and pound work. Shouldn't even get your opponent to a crucifix. Mayhem does get in the full guard.
Beautiful cage get up there as well. You know, just stays patient, gets back to the feet. Oh, but on the back already is I'm him. It's a dangerous spot to be. You do not want to have I'm him on your back whatsoever. You know, he's a very, very high level grappler. Gets a nice denial there as well. He's going to move him into backside.
These are some thudding shots. Oh, he lets him back up.
Interesting there, from the side of I'm him. You know, he's had a very good start though, nonetheless. Ooh, a beautiful lead axe kick gets through there for Mayhem.
Yeah, that was amazing.
And a nice boxing combination to follow it as well.
Oh, he went for a knee.
Yeah, and he
Mayhem
landed
is
it.
outstriking him for sure.
Yeah, 100%, and that's the same story that happened in the last fight. You know, Mayhem got controlled through the first round against Legacy, and as soon as he was able to stand
He
up,
shoots.
his
Beautiful takedown defense.
yeah,
I don't think him should have let him back up. I'm not gonna lie. It might be too early to say. Anything can happen, but bad choice to do against a guy like Mayhem is a really good striker.
I do want to say that this matchup is going to decide who will take on Reggie for the first ever Xbox Cast Championship fight. So that'll be a very high level matchup regardless of the winner. Up next.
100%. The new Xbox Cavs title picture is gonna be sweet.
Yeah, 100%, and the cast division ended up being a great idea here in Rush. We've got some very high level competition over here. These men are just trading in the pocket there. What are you seeing early on, Arlip?
Well, what I'm seeing right now was Mayhem. I think he's trying to go for the wrestling on his own, but what I'm seeing so far is Mayhem's the better striker towards the closing of the first round. He's doing way better in the feet. He's starting to stuff the takedowns. He needs to figure out how to adjust to the stand-up that Mayhem is using, or he needs to go back to the ground game. That's where he's been elite the entire first round.
Yeah, great analysis there from Arlip. And, that was a very competitive first round.
Who do you think took that first round? I'd probably say Mayhem towards that
I would.
damage he landed right here.
Yeah, I'd have to say Mayhem landed the more damaging strikes. The control time, though, from I'm Him was there 100%. I would have to score that to Mayhem, but I could see him going either way there.
Nice uppercut from the side of I'm Him. Ooh, it looks like some Dominic Cruz movements being used. I love seeing that.
Yeah, and another reminder, this is, the final of our two semifinal matchups. Front kick there from I'm Him. Going to land on the block. And a nice side kick follows.
Nice takedown defense.
Beautiful there on the single leg. And he lands a few knees to follow. Nice double jab as well. It seems like I'm Him's found his range a bit more this round. He's landed a bit more on the feet. He landed a nice slip hook there as well, and then he followed it with an uppercut hook there. Beautiful combinations getting through from I'm Him.
This is one thing I've always noticed. Oh, he goes for a takedown.
And he's going to be stuffed. Beautiful defense there from Mayhem. Beautiful there from Mayhem. Able to get top positioning here.
He gets back up.
Yeah, good work there from Mayhem.
Oh, he's going for the knee stomps. Trying to John Jones it, huh?
Yeah, 100%. I know that he is campmates with Legacy, and Legacy used them very effectively in his fight with Mayhem.
For sure. Oh, nice little side kick from Mayhem.
Mayhem shoots a single. He's going to be stuffed, though. Beautiful takedown defense on the side of Mayhem.
Hey, you meant I'm Him shoots a single. You said Mayhem twice, my boy.
It's my fault. Beautiful axe kick there.
That was beautiful. I just thought it was funny, though.
And he's got the cut opened up on the nose of I'm Him. It's something to look out for. He does have a mask on, so, I'm Him possibly, covering up the cuts.
It's very hard to notice how much. You have a little bar up top, of course, but it's very hard to visually see how much damage you're causing when your opponent has a mask on their calf.
Yeah, 100%. That or the face paint. I've noticed a lot of people use that to mask the cuts.
Very smart strategy.
Nice rear uppercut gets through there for I'm Him. See Tim and Reggie going back and forth in the chat. Beautiful sidestep there from I'm Him. And that is going to end out the second round. We've had an extremely competitive fight through two.
I think it could be 1-1, or it could be 2-0 Mayhem, man. But I might give that round to Reggie.
I would have to say that Mayhem took it with the striking there. I would say more than likely he is up 2-0 going into this third.
Yeah. I'm him needs a finish for sure.
And here we are for our third and final round. And they're going to touch gloves to get us underway. Immediate takedown shot. You know, on the side of I'm him. Going to be stuffed though. Mayhem has shown beautiful takedown defense. He stuffs another one there. Looks to drive him over towards the cage. Push off though.
Him knows he needs to get this to the ground because in the striking, he knows he's more than likely got a big chance of being outpointed, and he has a better chance of winning on the ground game. That's an analysis I'm making so far.
Yeah, 100%. I'm him is, you know, showed to have the advantage on the ground, I would say, but you know, Mayhem has been landing on the money on the feet.
100%, I agree with you.
Turning double, beautifully defended there from Mayhem. Oh, and he stuns him with the knee to the head! And an axe kick to follow. Gonna land right on the block, though. Mayhem with the biggest moment of this fight yet. Another takedown gonna be stuffed.
Oh, that was nice. You know, the thing about I'm him with his takedowns is he's not timing them at all. He's not mixing up the striking and getting his opponent thinking. He's barely striking and spamming a takedown. It's not going to work.
Yeah, he's got to try to build up the GA or, you know, like set up one of the takedowns. Oh, but he's going to be caught again. He ducks into a rear uppercut there. And Mayhem is starting to take over this fight late into the third round. Single leg there, going to be stuffed. I'm him has done a good job of trying to mix up the takedowns and, you know, try to use different weapons to get him to the ground. But Mayhem has just, you know, showed tremendous takedown defense here.
He is honestly showing he can be the next challenge for Reggie, man. I don't know. This is very interesting.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have an extremely intriguing matchup in the next round. You know, I'm him has 90 seconds to pull this one back, though. He's going to get a big power takedown there. This could be huge. He's got to do something with it, though.
Yeah, he does. He needs to get a submission attempt or something because this fight's way too close. Little ground and pound's not going to do nothing unless he gets to a TKO.
Yeah, this fight, you know, could go either way still. Mayhem able to get into half guard here. I'm him has 45 seconds on the clock to do something here. What are you seeing that he needs to do to take this fight back, Arleb?
I would say he probably needs to get a rock. He needs to get some ground and pound in. He needs to get a big rock. I mean, hurt his opponent bad.
And he was looking to do so, but Mayhem was able to use the good head movement to get out of the way of any endangering strikes there.
There's about 10 seconds left.
Oh, he's got mount, though. He looks to posture. Mayhem wise to it, though, and he's going to buck into half guard. And that is going to end off our final of the two semifinals matchups there. And it looks like Mayhem is going to take the win. And in our main event for the championship now, it's going to be Reggie, and it's going to be Mayhem. And we're going to have a former FFC champion taking on a former RFC champion. You know, in a beautiful clash to determine our first ever Xbox Cast champion.
And it's a very interesting battle we have ahead of it.
Yeah, and you know, we are gonna get these guys lobbied up and ready to go as soon as possible. And we appreciate everybody for sticking around here in this stream. You know, up to the final matchup here. And we will get that up to you guys as soon as possible. And we do have a stream link sent in from Reggie. We are just waiting for Mayhem to send the gamer tag and get lobbied up. You know, this is going to be an extremely high level fight up next, you know, for the first ever Xbox Cast Championship. You know, I'm just getting this fight sorted up in the fight channel here. Gonna go ahead and get the link sent out and announcements as well that we are, you know, here for the main event. This has been an extremely high level event that we've had so far. Mayhem just sent out the PS or his Xbox username, I should say, in his fight channel, and we're gonna have these guys getting lobbied up, and we're gonna have the main event brought to you up next. What are your thoughts on this matchup, Arlip?
It's a very interesting matchup we have here because Mayhem's definitely more of a striker, I'd say, and Reggie's more of a grappler. So it's going to be a very interesting clash of styles, man. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, 100%. You know, Reggie has been known to use the grappling very effectively in his title runs across multiple different leagues. You know, Mayhem has really shown off the striking tonight. So this will be an interesting clash of styles.
He's also showing the takedown defense, too. He's competent in protecting himself in that area. Just showed it in his last fight.
All right, we are just waiting for Mayhem to join the invite here. We're gonna get you guys transitioned over, you know, to the fights though. And these guys are lobbied up. And this is a reminder, you know, this is for the Xbox Championship here in the CAF side. These guys do have the good to go whenever they are ready.
I'm very excited to see this.
Yeah, and these guys have got the good to go in their fight channel. We're just waiting for them to ready up here. Got Reggie ready. And we got Mayhem ready. And it is time for the main event of the evening. You hear Bruce Buffer here first. And this should be an extremely high-level matchup. Yeah, we've got 5 rounds scheduled here to decide the first ever CAFS champion in the Xbox side of the Rush division.
Wow.
Reggie shoots an immediate single leg. He's going to be stuffed, though. Beautiful takedown defense there from Mayhem.
As I said, man, we've seen that in Mayhem's last fight. He has that takedown defense, man. It's hard to get him down.
You know, we've seen a lot of mutual respect from these two in the fight channel, so this is going to be an extremely interesting fight. Mayhem able to stuff another takedown here early on. If Reggie's unable to get him to the ground, this could be a very dangerous fight for him, as Mayhem has, you know, showed off some very, very high-level striking so far in this tournament.
I 100% agree with you.
Reggie staying nice and patient, you know, possibly looking for an opening to get him down to the ground and just suffocate him down there. Mayhem throws an elbow followed by a flying knee there. Mayhem's got very, very flashy striking. He's shown, you know, extremely flashy techniques early on in this tournament. Reggie dumps him with a beautiful turning single leg there, right on the Prime logo. And this is not where you want to be if you're Mayhem.
We're going to see how Mayhem does on his back against an elite grappler like Reggie. It's a real test for him.
I do want to say it's interesting that Mayhem's the one with the I Love Bilal name.
Oh, hold on. Reggie's got him the full mount.
Yeah, and Reggie is holding the position beautifully here. Reggie is not a guy that you want mounted on top of you. He's landed some big ground and pound strikes here, and he is getting through with all of them.
Oh,
Reggie postures again. This is very dangerous. He's got him stunned.
This all.
Oh, and Reggie's gonna put him out in the first round, and we have a new champion. What a performance from Reggie, as he is gonna claim the first ever CAF championship, the Xbox CAF championship in Rush history. Just a beautiful performance there. He got him down and he stayed persistent. He looked for the finish the entire time. I will never understand, the narrative that Reggie's a boring fighter. Every time that he is on top of you, he is looking for that finish. And he showed it there, and he showed it, throughout the entire tournament. I believe he had only finishes to get to this point. And, just an extremely impressive performance there against Mayhem. What are your thoughts on that victory there, Arlo?
Man, he walked through Mayhem. I thought that was going to be way more competitive. Both of these guys are former league champions. Man, I thought this would have been like going a full 4 or 5 rounds, man. But no, Reggie starched him, bro. What a fight.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I was expecting an extremely, interesting style of clashes there, or clash of styles there, I should say. And Reggie just put him out in the first round. Huge congratulations to Reggie, and it'll be interesting to see what he does with the championship in the future. But, with that being said, I want to thank every single person for stopping out and taking their time today to pop out to the stream. I'm the Milkman, and I was joined here by Arlip. And, this was a extremely, eventful event and a lot of interesting matchups that we had here today. Like I said, I want to thank everybody for popping out. You got anything that you want to shout out or anything that you want to say, Arlip?
Man, stay tuned for the next CAF signups coming up soon, man.
Yeah, 100%. Those will be out. Those will be out after the stream, and I do want to say that the first ever Regs card of Season 2 will be out tonight as well. That's going to be Rush MMA 16. I want to thank everybody for taking the time of day to stop out to the stream. And, we will be back here Sunday live with Rush 16. As I said, I'm the Milkman. I was joined by Arlip. Peace.